Imagine a road that stretches across continents. Not just a road, but a network of ports, railways, highways, and pipelines. A road that promises development, trade, and connection. But behind its construction lies a strategy far deeper than commerce. This is the New Silk Road, or the Belt and Road Initiative, and it is China's bold plan to reshape global influence, one infrastructure project at a time. Chapter 1. Rebuilding the Ancient Route. The original Silk Road was a series of trade routes connecting Asia and Europe centuries ago. It facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture. China's modern version is not about silk. It's about finance, influence, and control. Launched in 2013, the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, aims to invest in infrastructure across Asia, Africa, Europe, and Latin America. From ports in Pakistan to railways in Kenya, highways in Central Asia, and energy projects in Europe, China is building a vast network that links economies and increases its geopolitical reach. Chapter 2. The Financial Strategy. At the heart of the New Silk Road is money, billions of dollars in loans, investments, and partnerships. China provides capital where Western nations often hesitate. It finances projects with fewer conditions, faster approvals, and long-term planning. While this may appear benevolent, it creates dependency. Countries receiving Chinese loans become tied to Beijing economically and politically. Repayment often requires access to natural resources, control of strategic assets, or alignment with China's foreign policy objectives. This is not charity. It is calculated influence, extending China's presence across the globe without firing a single shot. Chapter 3. Infrastructure as Influence. Every bridge, port, railway, or energy plant is more than just a building. It is leverage. In countries like Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and Djibouti, Chinese investments control critical ports and shipping lanes. In Africa, railways and roads financed by Beijing connect remote regions to global markets, but also tie local economies to Chinese terms. Even in Europe, Chinese companies are expanding into high-tech sectors and energy grids. Through these projects, China shapes trade flows, strengthens alliances, and gains bargaining power in international forums. The New Silk Road turns infrastructure into a strategic weapon of influence. Chapter 4. Geopolitical Implications. The expansion of the BRI challenges traditional power structures. The United States and Europe have historically set global trade rules and financial standards. China's growing economic network provides an alternative, allowing nations to align with Beijing rather than Washington or Brussels. This shift may influence voting in the United Nations, trade negotiations, and regional security arrangements. Through finance and infrastructure, China is slowly redefining the rules of global power, quietly, steadily, and effectively. Chapter 5. Risks and Controversies. While the BRI promises growth, it carries significant risks. Many participating countries face massive debt burdens. Some struggle to repay loans, handing over control of ports, railways, and other assets to China. Critics call this debt trap diplomacy, warning that long-term dependence could compromise sovereignty. Others argue it is simply strategic investment and a path to modernization. Regardless, the initiative is reshaping global trade, alliances, and influence in ways that are difficult to reverse. Chapter 6. The Future of Global Influence. The New Silk Road is more than a set of construction projects. It is a blueprint for power. By financing development, China gains influence over politics, economics, and resources across continents. As the network expands, it challenges the dominance of traditional Western-led institutions and trade networks. For decades, this initiative could determine which countries prosper, which align with China, and which remain outside the new global economic orbit. The stakes are enormous, and the consequences will be felt for generations. The New Silk Road shows that influence in the modern world does not require armies, invasions, or conquest. It requires vision, capital, and patience. Through infrastructure and finance, China is quietly building a global presence few fully understand, one that could define the 21st century. If this exploration of the new Silk Road opened your eyes, hit like, share, and subscribe. In our next deep dive, we reveal another hidden strategy quietly reshaping global power and why it matters to everyone alive today.